Oh, hi, hey, you. What's up, y'all? So basically in this video I went out, had a good little flat ground session, and tried to really improve the consistency of my fakie frontside flips. I've never really been good at that trick. But before I get into that video, as you might have seen in the title, I want to talk about art and dreams just a little bit. I have a lot of very strange dreams, and that kind of has been the biggest inspiration for the art that I've been doing lately. But I just wanted to bring this piece up here. As you can see, we got some people in tubes here, and it looks like maybe one of them didn't do so well. Anyway, I made a better version of that on Photoshop. I'll just put that on the screen real quick while I talk about this drawing here. So you have a lot of strange dreams about people in some sort of suspended state in these liquid-filled tubes. And there's actually a really deep storyline behind it. I don't know why I dream about this shit, but just stick with me here, you guys. It all started, these two people, it all started with this dream I had, and I was like invited to go to this underground laboratory, and basically I was there to inspect some sort of system that they were using for what they called water breathing. And basically, to sum that up, they were oxygenating water to the point where the oxygen could diffuse through the membranes in your lungs. That way you could still get the blood moving and you wouldn't have like brain damage or anything along those lines. Sorry if I'm getting too sciencey for you, but why were they trying to get people to breathe in water? Because they wanted to put them in these tubes, and they had this whole idea that they can mitigate G-forces generated from traveling at high velocities through these tubed water systems. Anyway guys, let's get back to the point of why I was invited there. They were having all sorts of problems with these tubes, and to sum it up, I was working with their scientists, working with their engineers, and we basically found out that one of the engineers, the water system they had set up cycled through each tank, meaning that water from this tank would cycle into this tank and cycle into this tank, something along those lines. And basically we broke it all down, and that's what was making people sick. That's what was kind of like, I don't know, it was a terrible design flaw, I guess. Anyway guys, the story of these water breathing tubes ends abruptly. There was like some sort of new technology or something, and they quit the funding for these water breathing experiments. They quit the tubes altogether, dropped it. And that brings me to the next set of two people dreams. In these dreams, these people being put in the tubes weren't water breathing experiments. Actually, I believe they still had the same kind of material to allow that kind of thing, but now it was all about some sort of cloning effort. And basically, I mean, I have no clue how it freaking worked. Not a clue, but there were these huge facilities. Superior genetic material was sought after. They had people in these facilities that would go out and basically just collect DNA and clone people in this facility. And at first it was kind of cool. The dreams about these facilities are pretty neat. We were able to use like clones that you can remote into to run very high-risk missions, and basically you wouldn't lose an asset that way. But later on, these facilities really devolved into something terrible. Basically, super rich people were buying access to clones, having them chopped up into pieces. It really got sick. I don't want to talk about it too much because YouTube will probably flag it or whatever. Terrible people did terrible things in these facilities, and I still have dreams about terrible events in these facilities all the freaking time. Why? I don't know. Why the hell do I have dreams like this? I have no freaking clue. But anyway guys, I thought I would just explain that little story to you. If you like hearing about my dreams, please let me know in the comments. If you want to share your dreams with me, hit me up on Instagram. I'd be glad to talk to you about dreams and stuff. It's one of my favorite subjects. And anyway guys, back to the topic of art. You also may have realized that I've been printing my logo that I've made recently on shirts and hoodies and stuff. So that's pretty neat. I'll be working on tons of designs, and eventually here I want to get my business license, get a website up and running, and hopefully I'll be able to have my art available to all of you for purchase, of course. Thanks so much for sticking with me here. Now, let's go to the skateboarding clips I had. Like I said, just a warm-up session and trying to improve the consistency on fakey frontside flips. Let's go! And then I'm gonna go inside and watch the Super Bowl and drink like a maniac and eat so much cheese you can't even believe it. 3 more attempts, let's get it. One more try to clean it up. If it doesn't happen, well, I'm sorry God, I'm sorry Jesus, I failed you. So right here, not gonna fail God. Oh, bummer guys, I guess I am just damned to eternal hellfire. Wamp wamp. But it's all good, I've been there before. I'll get out, I know some people. Anyway guys, thanks so much for joining me. Even though I didn't get the cleanest one, I still feel like I made progress. I'm a lot more comfortable trying that trick. So I'll probably end up dreaming about it, and you'll probably see some clean ones coming up in films in the future. Every time I say that, I end up kind of breaking my promise. I said I was going to do like a tail slide like 2 years ago. Never even tried it since. So I apologize for promising you guys things. But anyway, thanks so much for joining me. I hope you had a great time. Smash that like button, just double slap that freaking like button and leave your comments, and I'll see you next video. I'm gonna go watch the Super Bowl, and one thing's for sure, I'm gonna drink a lot of Budweiser. Bye.